Hey guys, Justin here, Two Stall Garage. We're back on the Jeep Liberty today, and we are going to be doing a precision drive shaft. This is going to be your CV axle to be more exact. This is going to go on the driver's side of your 2005 and 2006 Jeep Liberty. It might fit other years as well, possibly 2002 through 2007. The reason why we're replacing this is because our other one has a torn boot. It happens sometimes. So this is the process, and I'm going to take you through it not from start to finish. We've got the tire off, we've got the brake rotors off, brake rotors. We've got the brake calipers off, caliper because it's just one. So let me show you what we got going on. If you need to do this, you can save yourself a lot of money by going to O'Reilly Auto Parts, not a sponsor. You can go somewhere else too, you know, Napa or Advance Auto, places like that. O'Reilly's pretty good though. I would stick with O'Reilly. That's just unsolicited advice. So let's take a look and see what we're looking at here. This is going to come with an axle nut. It doesn't come with the washer. That washer is going to look something like this. This is a 7/8 washer, 7AG JLX. I picked it up at the hardware store. It matches up real close to the OEM washer, and it's going to go right on your bolt your shaft end right there, CV axle end, just in front of the nut. These nuts are supposed to be a one-time use. Here's the old nut. I am going to keep this just in case I need it for emergency purposes at some point in time or another. And depending on which shaft you go with, you might have some little notches in it, like this one. Can you see that? Little notch in it? Let me show you. There you go, you can see that right there. And the old one does not. It's not going to make much difference. There is a reason for that. And that reason is undisclosed because I'm not really sure. I suppose it has something to do with notching it into place. I'm not sure. Anyways, this is why we're replacing it. Right down here, you can see we've got a torn boot. See if I can get this stuff out of the way so I can bring you in. Whoa. This camera works good in the dark, thankfully. So there you go. Sorry making everybody sick. Tore off. I noticed it when I was replacing the lower ball joint on this. Might have seen that last video. So this one's got to go. O'Reilly is going to warranty that out for us. So thank you very much, you guys. If you don't have space, don't sweat the small stuff, because look at me. I'm cramped in between the Jeep and the cabinet here. I've got a floor jack over here. This is a Pittsburgh 3-ton jack, floor jack, and I've got a jack stand right up in front here. So to do this, if you can see this, let me show you. We've got one bolt right here. We've got one bolt right here. Think about it like this. I don't know if it matters the orientation, but the nut is on this side, and this one doesn't have one. So that's all that's going to be holding on your spring fork. That is what you need. So you've taken off your tire, you've taken off your rotor, you've taken off your tie rod end, you've taken off your knuckle as well. I'm trying to remember what that looks like. If you don't take off the knuckle, you got to be able to swing it around to the side, push this in through the back, etc. I've already got the knuckle off right there with the new ball joint on it. You can see that with the blue, so I don't have to worry about that today. Taking off your knuckle isn't hard either. 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then a real small little Allen bolt, I guess you could say. So don't sweat that small stuff either. If you don't have an impact, you should probably get one. Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy doing this whatsoever. It's kind of tough. As far as the order goes, make sure you have your caliper hanging up there so you're not putting pressure on the brake line. And we're just going to go ahead and zip this off. Get yourself a big flathead or a miniature pry bar, you know. This thing, look at that, slides right out. I am working on this thing way too much. There's still some anti-seize in there. Comes right out. Man, it's good. This gets torqued down to 100 foot-pounds. 110 foot-pounds, something like that. 100 foot-pounds I think will be fine, but check your owner's manual and do the right thing. Don't just listen to me. Down on the floor, saving yourself and your family money. You can't complain about that. It does take a little bit of a toll on you sometimes. Look at that. Comes right out. Remember, we're going to go in from the right to the left side when we put this back in. It's also got some anti-seize on there. Works great. Hey, Crystal. You see Crystal's tail? You guys probably can't even see anything when I'm in here wrenching. That's good. How about that? Yeah, that's better. So, with that said, now, I don't want you under there, Crystal. Gotta get this off. There we go. Watch your fingers, because it does pop that control arm up a tad, Lloyd. Now, you're gonna bend your control arm down. All right, so here's the deal. Camera, I forgot to hit the record button. I used a crowbar to come back in here and just pop out that C-clip or C-clamp, and then I separated it because it was already broken anyways, and I just pulled one portion out at a time so that way I could get it through these forks here. Now I got to take the forks off, just the fork. I don't need to take the spring off, so I can get the new one, which is up there, back down into here. So I'm going to work on getting this fork off right now. Something beeped. Anybody know what it was? 'Cause I don't. So they're coming. Be careful. Your control arm's going to want to snap back up at you. Is there a better way to do this? I don't know. Got me. Come on down. Hey, we got that on camera. Nicked my finger a little bit. Part of the job. All right, so there they are. Remember, your bolts on the front. Clean this off while you have an opportunity. All right, here we go. New one coming in. Inside, outside. This fits into your hub. Oh yeah, I need to wipe that down a little bit. Stand by. The differential fluid in this looks good. Because it was just replaced not long ago. Make sure you've got your little ring on. Your little C-clip right there. You see that? It's yellow. All right, going in. Don't let it fall down. There we go. Takes a little pressure and you get it to go in. That clip seats fully. Takes a little bit of time sometimes. Let's pull this flashlight back out so you guys can see a little more again. Now we need to get the fork back on there. It's kind of tricky. Using your crowbar, you can kind of start to get it on there, if you know what I mean. Come on. All right. See how it's kind of on there? It's not great, but you'll get there. Stick with it, okay? I'm actually going to go have Julie help me. I'm going to have her push down on this crowbar while I set that on there. Be right back. Okay. So you're going to want to push down. You don't have to push very hard. Just push down a little bit on this, okay? Yep. Keep going. Go farther. There you go. Hang on. Thank you. You're doing good. And we're going to go right there. Okay, so stand by. Okay. Here we go. You're on camera, by the way. You're doing great. Yeah, thank you. All right. Okay. Stand by. You're doing good. Okay, you can let go. Yep. Thank you. Now stand by here for me. Oh, man. That's good stuff. Don't get your fingers pinched in here. Okay, there we go. I think I'm done unless I need you for the knuckle, but at this point in time, we're good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So it helps to have a helping hand every once in a while. There's 100 on that one. There is 100 on this one, so that's good. There we go. All right, so there it is. CV axle is in. Now I just got to put the knuckle on. Not going to be a big deal for that. There's another video that I have on that. You can check that out if you want to. I hope these videos are helpful for you guys. I sometimes forget to hit the record button and other times it just doesn't work, but we're trying and it's all that we can do. So, CV axle replaced. He's got a limited lifetime warranty. From our garage to yours, have a good day everyone. We'll talk to you later. Be safe. Bye-bye.